Chapter 2. Are Flat Earthers dangerous? Neil Tyson calls Flat Earthers, quote, harmful to citizenry.
Three moons of silver. Wait to see the bombs to discuss the future.
On January 28, 2016, astrophysicist and actor Neil deGrasse Tyson decrees flat earth thinking by influential people, quote, harmful to the security of our citizenry, end quote, on Comedy Central, citing Isaac Newton and the heaviness of microphones. In this Comedy Central, quote, emergency science alert, end quote, Neil Tyson gets a cameo to tell B.O.B. why the earth isn't flat. He mentions the smallness of people in relation to the largeness of objects, alludes to non-Euclidean geometry, and big ups, quote, his man Isaac Newton, end quote, but presents no numbers or data while calling humans, quote, little creatures who crawl, end quote, upon the earth. Tyson concludes by dropping a mic, proving definitively that microphones are heavier than air. Perhaps more importantly, as the subtitle mentions, Neil deGrasse Tyson declares influential flat earthers, such as successful rappers like B.O.B, to be, quote, harmful to our citizenry. Does one's influence obviate their right to share their view of the shape of the earth? Should influential people not be able to discuss their views with others whom willingly pay attention to them? Epistemology is the investigation into what distinguishes justified belief from opinion. Is censoring epistemological exploration a facet of intolerance? Consider this. Was it harmful when Jeffrey Weeks, a MacArthur Fellow, said the universe was finite and shaped like a soccer ball? Was it harmful when philosopher J.J.C. Smart equated our experience of reality with brain stuff? Was it harmful when linguistic researcher Terence McKenna said the syntactical nature of reality, the real secret of magic, is that the world is made of words? Or even more on the nose, was it harmful when artist Nataraj Sharma made an exhibit in India entitled Alternate Shapes for Our Earth, in which he cast several non-spherical objects with rotating parts that people could adjust for themselves? If not, then why is it harmful if a rapper from Atlanta makes a mixtape in which he thinks the earth is flat? Moreover, at face value, isn't the notion that a person's belief of the shape of the earth is harmful absurd? If someone says to me, hey, the world is an avocado, I'm not going to be like, that hurts, really. I'm going to continue with my day. But if I think the world is an avocado, I might be like, really? Well, how ripe is it? Is it really edible? That would be exercising my epistemological freedom to explore my experience in full, whether dubious or not. Plus, if someone was like, as far as I know, it's an avocado, taste it, and I could experience an avocado, then I might tell others, yo, I had a bite and I'm starting to think this world is an avocado. In a country based on the freedom of ideation, shouldn't we be wary of any person, organization, institution, or establishment that presumes to lay claim upon our thinking domains, in particular when in relation to our influence? Alternative worldviews drawing influence is a function of human development, from the guy who bought all those billboards inaccurately predicting the date of the apocalypse several summers ago, to the Mayans' contention that we float on the back of a turtle. By proposing alternative ideas, whether wrong or right as the case may be, we further define what things are and aren't, or could be and can't be. Plus, if flat earth thinking is a bad influence, then who is to decide what bad means? If we begin to muzzle influential flat earthers like B.O.B. or Kyrie Irving with labels like harmful or threat, which, by the way, are not huge steps from dangerous or terrorist, then what else might be muzzled? Maybe not wanting to go to space will become a threat to our citizenry. Maybe not wanting to go to war will become a threat to our citizenry. My point, I think you gather, is quies custodiet ipsos custodes. Who will guard the guards? If Tyson equates flat earth thinking to, quote, a growing anti-intellectual strain that may be the beginning of the end of our informed democracy, end quote, then it is fairly safe to say he believes his scientism-based worldview has lost some ground amidst the modern milieu of flat earth thinking. This is a potent observation of influence for a guy attempting to deflate the efficacy of flat earth belief. Perhaps Mr. Tyson and what he represents prefers citizens to be more interested in entertainment than information. Pardon me, Mr. Tyson, but is that why you keep taking roles as an actor, such as your scientific cameos in Zoolander 2, The Big Bang Theory, and Family Guy? Is popular scientism melding into bite-sized disinfotainment? Might Tyson find it better to have citizens distracted by what Aldous Huxley termed the feelies in his dystopic novel Brave New World than pondering epistemological matters? Consider that flat earthers may be, quote, harmful to the security of our citizenry in the sense that the word citizen has been seen to connote slave, and woke people aren't slaves, are they? Do you suppose the illustrious Plato would consider a man out of the cave still a slave? What does it mean to be free? Do you think it would be a threat to the security of our democracy if citizens redirected their attention from TV, movies, and advertisements towards knowledge, truth, and power? Would that not better generate an informed and qualified democracy, one that our forefathers could be proud of? Perhaps in this last sense, flat earth and influential people whom pursue a study of it or propound their belief in it only impinge upon the structural integrity of our, quote, informed democracy, end quote, insofar as they may lift a citizen out of mental slavery. In such a way, flat earth thinking is bad for our citizenry, because to rise from slumber and investigate the pastures of zetetic inquiry can be an intellectually empowering transition, especially if it feels like one's shedding one's shackles of imprisonment. Does Neil Tyson not want to have powerful citizens? Is he concerned if citizens became powerful, they may redefine their role in relation to the influence and trajectory of America? With all due respect, Mr. Tyson, flat earthers from whatever country do not presume to guard you. To echo your own words, you want to believe in gravity? Go right ahead. But as far as our experience here on Earth is concerned, to reduce others' rights to espouse alternate viewpoints of the shape of the Earth is to mitigate all of our capacity to expand and further uncover potential truths previously unknown. Is this not the driving telos of science? Aren't we never certain but merely guardedly saying nothing has thus far disproved such and such theory or so-and-so's worldview? Can we not maintain such an attitude moving forward? Although perhaps nowadays the ideological way station is more about who is willing to pay attention to what rather than why, would you not agree that our why should be truth? A truth which stands against any onslaught of alleged disproof, which does not require censorship of any kind? In throttling down dissent, do you not in fact ossify the neuroplasticity of our very intellectual mechanism and generate the cumulative effect of dumbing down our sociocultural ethos? Do you wish a somnambulistic populace or an informed democracy, as you say? If it ain't an avocado, people aren't going to spend all day trying to eat it. So I guess my last question is, why are you so concerned? Can't we just do a test and then repeat it? End of chapter 2.
crystalline worlds, salmon color purple. The land of old, the land of old, the land of old, the land of old.
Chapter 3: Flat Earth and the Truman Show. Does Truman represent a flat Earth truther?